This is Chapter 3, Unit 4. Let's talk about the mode. The mode is the score or category that has the greatest frequency. I always think in terms of mode equals most. It can be used for any scale, including nominal, which is really helpful for us. Caution. The mode is a score or a category. It is not a frequency. Look at this example over here on the right. You would look in the frequency category and you would see the frequency of 42 would be the most, right? So the answer to the question for mode, you would have to read across and read Luigi's. The mode is Luigi's because the frequency of 42 is the most of any other category. The mode is not 42, the mode is Luigi's. Here's another example. The mode for this data would be 2 because you can see there are 3 individuals that have a score of 2. Your goal is to find the one that has the most. And this is more than the 2 scores of 3 or the 1 score of 12. You look for the score which has the most in terms of frequency or repeated scores. Let's talk about multimodal and bimodal. A distribution can have more than one mode. Multimodal would be a distribution with multiple modes. Bimodal would be a distribution with 2 modes. And you can think of these modes as peaks when you're talking about a histogram type graph. A major mode would be the tallest peak. You could also have some minor modes, which would be tall but not as tall as the major one. So let's look at this example. This is a bimodal distribution because it has 2 peaks. The major mode would be at x equals 22 because there are the most scores at that. You can read across and see there are 7 scores at a score of 22. And you can read and find the minor mode would be at x equals 17 because there are 6 scores located at 17. So 6 different people made a score of 17, that's the minor mode. 7 different people made a score of 22, and that would be the major mode. Let's do some learning checks. Again, pause the video for each of these problems and then turn it back on as you work through them. So for the sample shown in the frequency distribution table, what's the mode? Well, you locate the largest frequency. In this case, the largest number in the F column would be a 5. It's at the very bottom. And then what x value corresponds to that frequency of 5? Well, it's a 1. So x equals 1 would be the mode because it has the highest frequency of F equals 5. What's the mode for the following set of these scores? Again, you're looking for the one with the most. Which one has the most repeating scores? Well, there are 3 8s, so the mode here would be 8.